Hey everyone, it's Jake here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Go PvP video. And in today's video, we're going to be starting a new series. It's going to be a couple of videos long, but it's going to be a new series, and it's going to be about what starter in the Timeless Cup is the best. Now, it is very hard to come up with the Pokemon for that. It's very hard to put them in that role of the quote-unquote top tier or like best starter, but today we are going to be starting off with a special one, a very spammy one, and I hope you guys enjoy this because over the past 2 days when I'm streaming Timeless Cup battles, a lot of people in the chat have come in and asked, Jake, what's your best starter, or what do you think is the best starter for you in your opinion, and etc. So today we're going to be starting a new series on the best starters. So you guys can see on screen here, we have a nice little graphic. We have the question mark surrounding the majority of the starters. There wasn't enough space for the other starters, and I personally think these gens 1 through 3 have the most like potential for the best starter. So we're gonna be looking at one in today's video. If you guys find this video useful and helpful, and if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below which of these starters do you think is the best. And yeah, we're gonna be going over Swampert in today's video, so I hope you guys are ready for this. There's not gonna be any battles, but we're going to try to give you guys the most helpful information on Swampert's weaknesses and strengths in the Timeless Cup. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So guys, we have the graphic here. Swampert question mark. Is Swampert the best starter? A lot of you right now will probably be asking. Well, the answer is possibly. At the end of this series, guys, we are going to do a breakdown video of the top starter, in my opinion, overall for coverage and just overall like usability and how it fares against all the other like starters in this cup. But for today's video, we're going to be looking at Swampert. And so to start off, we have a few points here on screen. One of its main weaknesses in this cup, guys, is its 2 times weakness to grass. And this does hurt Swampert a lot in the running for the best Pokemon, or the best starter, because, well, as you can see on screen here, it loses hard to 3 of the other grass Pokemon. It loses to not only 3 starters, Sceptile, Venusaur, and Meganium hard in all shield scenarios. It also will get absolutely shredded, and I mean shredded, by Victory Belt and that Ludicolo because of the Razor Leaf damage. All of this is backed up by stats on pvpoke.com. If you guys have not checked out pvpoke.com, there will always be a link to that website down below. But moving on here, the second huge point to Swampert in its run for the best starter type is its spam moves. And not only are its moves spammy, they're also nukes. So things like Hydro Cannon is its community day move, which makes a lot of these starters very, very OP in this cup. And, you know, along with that nuke spamminess, that also provides the insane amount of shield pressure, which makes Swampert one of the top 3, in my opinion, for the best starter in the Timeless Cup. And then last but not least, Swampert is a great closer. So if you give Swampert, say, a shield, and you are able to protect it, and for example, if their grass type is gone and you know Swampert is safe against the rest of their lineup, if you keep a shield for it and maintain that shield advantage, Swampert's going to be an amazing closer, guys. Because paired with that Hydro Cannon and that Earthquake, both those moves do so much damage to nearly everything in the entire meta, unless it's resisted like the grass types. But at least Swampert can potentially hit those grasses with an Earthquake, which would be a one-shot KO towards the majority of them. But the main issue there is that its 2 times weakness to grass really, really hurts it against some of these grass Pokemon. And now let's take a look at where Swampert really thrives in this meta, and that is against the group on the left here. You can see the arrow pointing towards a few of these Pokemon. I don't have enough space to fit in every single positive matchup, obviously, but this gives you a really good idea of its positive matchups against some of the top Pokemon in the meta. So first we have Charizard, which Swampert will absolutely wreck. Shields down. The Hydro Cannon's a one-shot across the board. Same thing goes for Blaziken, although Blaziken's counters do a bit to the squishy side of Swampert. And because Muck is just pure poison, Hydro Cannons are doing a solid amount of damage even though it's neutral. And Earthquake will be a one-shot to Muck. And along with that, all of its moves are pretty much going to be resisted on the side of Swampert, because Swampert is resisting poison and electric. 2 times resisting electric, in fact. Another positive matchup for Swampert is going to be Dragonair, which is actually placed at number 2 within the Timeless Cup meta on PvPoke. And this is huge because even though its Dragon Breath is doing so much damage, if you are able to bait correctly and land the Earthquake onto the Dragonair, you are able to win that matchup. So that's the one thing to take note of with Swampert, is you are able to actually win against the Dragon types as long as you can land that Earthquake, which is about a one-shot KO. And last but not least, we have Drapion, and that matchup is pretty in favor of Swampert because of its spammy charge move and its amazing quick move. That Mud Shot being able to generate so much energy every single turn, and that Hydro Cannon being a very good move for energy and power. So yeah, these are just some of Swampert's awful matchups and very good matchups. And so as we take a look at Swampert here, we know, guys, there's 3 things to take into note. Swampert's 2 times grass weakness, its spam moves, and its ability to close matchups, to close games. And those 3 things will be very important in your Timeless Cup. But the main thing you have to worry about is getting rid of that grass type. If you see 2 grass types and maybe a dragon on their lineup, I would not run Swampert. Or if you see a Razor Leafer and a Dragonair, I would definitely probably try to not run Swampert. Or if you are confident in being able to handle that Victory Bell, or let's say whatever other Razor Leafer they have, then go for it. But just giving you guys a heads up, that Razor Leaf will wreck Swampert probably like before it can even get to a Hydro Cannon. So yeah, guys, as we take a look here on PvPoke to prove these rankings to you, we see that Swampert is ranked number 5 in the meta with Mud Shot as its optimal moveset, obviously. And then you want to pair it with Hydro Cannon and that Earthquake. As you can see, just like I outlined in the key matchups on my infographic here, it has a really strong matchup against some of the top hitting Pokemon in the meta, like Charizard, Dragonair, Swalot, then Muck, then Lapras. Lapras is a bait dependent matchup. You need to make sure you bait that Hydro Cannon and hit the Lapras with the Earthquake if you want to win. But that's why it's one of the top starters for this cup, guys. And along with it is Venusaur, Meganium, and Charizard. And it's also able to somewhat do okay against Venomoth in some matchups. As we take a look here and prove to you guys why it's one of the best starters in the meta, because Venomoth is a great check to the grass, and if you are able to take out Venomoth, then your grass will be safe. As you can see, it does win shields down and 2 shields. It does lose the 1 shield because of that bait. But that's kind of expected. Swampert is pretty squishy. Confusions do a lot. But regardless, that is why Swampert is one of the best Pokemon to pick in this meta. And as you go take a look here, we're going to look at its multi-battle against a lot of the meta. So as we see here, guys, shields down. Let's see. Shields down. It wins 27 and it loses 10, and then it draws 2. So as you can see, that is a really good win-loss rate, and it will destroy the fire types. It'll destroy Lantern. It'll destroy Kingdra, even though it's resisting Hydro Cannon. It will beat Beedrill, Banette, some other things like Dustox, Haunter, Drapion, Muck, Skuntank, Dragonair, Shelgon, Lapras, Flygon, Venomoth, Whiscash, Frostlass, Rainy Cast from Glalie, Celio, Quagsire. And then after that, it loses to Snowy Cast form. It loses to Blastoise, which is very interesting. And then it loses to the obvious grass types. So you guys can clearly see here that against the majority of the meta, it will just destroy. The only thing that threatens Swampert and threatens it hard are the grass types. So that is why Swampert is one of the best starter types or starters in this cup, purely because of its weaknesses and its strength to just spam its way through Pokemon with that overpowered Hydro Cannon. And the matchups are pretty similar in the one shield. Venomoth does flip it, and Flygon makes it close. But pretty much overall the same matchups, except for the grass. Obviously, you're never gonna win those matchups. And then in the two shields, it gets a little bit closer because, well, its squishiness makes it so that these dragons can just Dragon Breath all the way through. It will have to shield forcefully, but it is able to just Dragon Breath down. So yeah, guys, that is my take on the first episode of this new series of what starter is the best in this Timeless Cup. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I can do to improve upon these. I could maybe add some battles to give you guys a good example on the side, or whatever the case may be. Just tell me in the comments down below, and please hit that subscribe if you found this video helpful, and if it allowed you to learn something on Swampert in the Timeless Cup meta. And yeah, hope you all have an amazing day. Please don't forget to follow me on Twitter, my Twitch, all of that, including my medias, will be linked down below in the description if you guys want to go check me out on there. Any support is very much appreciated on any platform. And yeah, hope you all have a fantastic day, and until the next video, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.